For the first time in this war, British-made drones are striking targets deep inside the Russian mainland. Over the past 6 months, Ukrainian forces have deployed long-range drones built in British factories to hit critical infrastructure hundreds of miles past the border. It's a major tactical shift that is hitting Russia's economy where it hurts the most. This is how I uncovered that British drones are being used to strike targets on the Russian mainland for the first time. Standing up this story required months of investigative reporting across 2 countries. It began at a party in central London, where a source tipped me off that UK drones were striking mainland Russia. But the breakthrough came weeks later in Ukraine. While I was in Kyiv eating beetroot soup with a contact at a local restaurant, I managed to confirm the strikes and named the first British manufacturer. Later meetings with Ukrainian military contacts in Kyiv and Dnipro revealed the drone names and attack locations, including oil refineries in Volgograd and Yaroslavl. Cross-referencing these details with open source information, social media evidence and sources in the British defence establishment finally confirmed that UK-built hardware was indeed actively involved. Ukraine's deep strike campaign has caused over £35 billion in economic damage to Russia, crippling oil refineries and causing rolling blackouts. While British Storm Shadow missiles were previously used, their range is limited and each costs almost £1 million. Drones, on the other hand, offer a far more scalable alternative. Among them is the Nyan, a jet-powered carbon fibre drone developed in Wiltshire by Callan Lens, a subsidiary of BAE Systems. A second catapult-launched drone, whose manufacturer we chose to keep anonymous for security reasons, boasts a range exceeding 600 miles. Together, these systems allow Ukraine to launch high-volume swarms that overwhelm Russian air defences. The exposure of British weaponry inside Russian borders has triggered a sharp reaction from Moscow. The Kremlin said there would be consequences for supporting Ukraine and warned that the longer we do so, the higher the price will be. One Russian TV station even suggested that Russia should launch nuclear weapons at the UK in response. Though Andy Burnham, the Prime Minister, said we would continue to support Ukraine 100%. While direct confrontation with NATO remains unlikely, intelligence sources warn that the UK could see an uptick in hybrid attacks from Moscow, including cyber attacks and espionage targeting critical infrastructure and defence manufacturers. Despite Kremlin warnings, military aid is accelerating, with the UK set to supply over 150,000 drones to Ukraine this year. As one senior Ukrainian military source told me when launching these weapons, Slava Ukraini and God save the King.